All right, you guys. So I just created a fire training for you guys. All right, I just sat down and ripped um, something that can really help you if you work long, busy hours, just like myself. Okay, if you're busy just like me, one thing that you really need is you need more energy, right? You need something where you don't crash in the middle of the day, right? You need something that's going to make you feel better and keep you focused, okay? So I've broken down like a whole structure of what supplements you need to take to help you with your focus, help you with your energy, help you perform better in the gym, but also another stack of supplements that can help you unwind at the end of the day and actually get good sleep, right? And actually recover. Because a lot of people, they don't, including myself, we don't even think twice about the recovery part. We're like, recovery, man, forget that, right? Like you hear all these people saying, oh, only get 4 hours of sleep. You don't need sleep. Sleep is for broke people, all that kind of stuff. Fuck all that, right? If you are trying to build a physique, build a body, your body biologically needs you to rest because it needs that recovery time. Because you just broke down your muscles in the gym. You literally just did. So if you don't have that sleep, all you're doing is it's basically like this. Basically, what you're doing is you're fucking yourself, right? It's like getting a check every single week and then just blowing the whole check the next day, basically, right? So, watch this whole entire video, right? Take notes and go get the supplements that that I recommended. I don't want you guys just to be mindlessly just watching this and then being getting all this dopamine and like, oh, okay, great. I'm glad that I got all these supplements and I know exactly what time to eat my meals, but then never apply it. I actually want you to sit down, write notes, get the supplements, right? And then go get the supplements, try them and implement them for the next 90 days and notice how much better you feel, how much better you look, right? How much more focused you are. Because as soon as I gave my clients, this supplement list, and they started trying it for themselves and they started taking all these supplements every day, they started feeling better, right? They started looking better. They was already looking better, but they was feeling even better. They were able to get stronger in the gym, get more muscle definition, and they're like, George, this is amazing. And I'm like, I know, right? So, and I'm giving it all to you guys. So I want you guys to really sit back, relax, take some notes, crush it, enjoy the video. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna give you guys, right, some supplements that you should be taking, as a busy person, right? As a busy person, you should be taking supplements that not only make you look better, but also make you feel better as well too, and make you perform at a high level in your career, at home, when you're out, whatever. You need these supplements. Supplements help you, right, operate your best. And I know a lot of people, including myself, when I first was trying to get into supplements, I really was hesitant about it. And the reason why I was really hesitant about supplements is because I just didn't understand it. So I would say shit like, I just want to be natural. I just want to be natural. A lot of people are having a competitive edge on you because they're not doing it natural. They have help, right? Supplements are just supplementary to what you're already doing. Okay. So if you already have a bad diet though, you got to get that diet in check. Okay. So that's why we're going to talk about meal timing as well too. And I gave this to my clients and I'm gonna give you guys all the game, for free 100%. So first thing that you guys need to know is these are going to be your morning supplements. So we're going to start your morning supplements. Your morning supplements or your morning stack is going to be designed to prepare your brain and body for the stress of the day. Okay. If you're busy, you probably work long hours. You have to deal with clients. You have to deal with family members. You have to deal with all types of people throughout the day, and you have to be mentally prepared for that, or the day will crush you. Okay, so you're going to start off with creatine, all right? That's going to help you build strength and muscle fullness. You're going to have to get greens next, which are going to contain micronutrients and help you with your gut health, right? And then you're going to get protein for recovery, and then you're going to get omega-3 fish oil, that helps you with your memory, right? Improves your focus, helps mood, and also keeps you stable. Okay, so I'm gonna break down every single one that I just mentioned. Okay, now, I'm gonna say this right now. Do not get all caught up on what is the best creatine to get? What is the best greens? There's no best. Okay. Just get something and stick with it. Okay. Whichever one you can stick with, that's the best. There's no best. There's just get any one. You can get the ones here or you can just get whatever one you want. It doesn't matter. Okay. So creatine. Okay. Creatine helps you with your strength and performance in the gym. It also helps you with your cognitive functions too. A lot of people ask me all the time, do I have to take creatine? Do I have to take creatine? And the answer is yes. It's going to help you with it's not only going to help you in the gym, but it's also going to help you think better. It's going to help you get rid of that brain fog. It's going to help you focus. Okay, so you need to be taking creatine. It is the most researched supplement on the planet. Okay, it's going to help you out. All you have to do is take 5 grams a day. Okay, greens, right? These greens right here, it doesn't matter which one you get. You can get this one right here. I get mines from literally, I think it's Meyer. I get mines from Meyer or Target. Do not overcomplicate it. Okay, these help with micronutrients and then also gut support. Okay, so I like the way that I like to put it to my clients, macros determine what you look like. Okay. Your micros determine how you feel. So if your macros, make are going to make you look a certain way, your micros are going to help you with your overall mood, right? How you feel, right? Your gut health. Okay. A lot of the times people bloat, right, in their face or just are bloating in general because their gut health isn't the best. So this is going to help you. And then for you guys that don't eat a lot of vegetables, this is a good supplement that you can take that can help you, basically supplementary. It's basically supplementary to vegetables. Like if you don't like vegetables, you can just take that and it's good. Okay. Protein. I don't think that has to be, really discussed. Protein powder, just get protein powder. It helps you with your recovery, helps you keep you from being as sore as you usually would be if you didn't take it. And then omega-3 fish oil, it's a great tool to use. Okay. It helps you with your memory, it helps you with your focus, it helps improve your mood, right? It keeps you stable, bro. Like it keeps you, regular. You're not as anxious, you're not as agitated, right? It helps you really mellow out, okay, and get you ready for the day. Now, the way that I like to do it is you can do it one of two ways, okay? In the morning, you can take these all one at a time, right? Like how I do, or you can put the creatine, greens, and protein all in like a shaker cup and then just drink it like that. Like literally put the creatine in like a shaker bottle. This is not a shaker bottle, but let's just pretend this is a shaker bottle. You can pour the creatine in here, then you can pour the greens in here, then you can pour the protein in here. You can put some water in there, blend it up, and then drink it, and then that's the way that you can do it. Now, the way that I do it is I take a scoop of the creatine, throw it down the hatch, drink some water, swallow it. Then I take a scoop of the greens, throw it down the hatch. The hatch is my mouth, and then put some water in there, swallow it, and then I do the protein the same way. Okay. I know actually with the protein, I actually just have a shaker cup. I just throw the protein in a shaker cup, put some water in it, shake it up, drink it, then I'm on my way. The omega-3 fish oils, I just take it after all that. Okay. You can take all this in the morning and you will be fine. Okay. You will be fine. Don't worry about, do I have to take all these things? Is that healthy? Yes, it's 100% healthy. It's been researched. You're okay. Okay. Now, after a long day, okay, your evening supplements, okay, are designed for one thing, to shift your body into repair, okay, and then recovery and deep sleep. A lot of the times people can't go to sleep because they're anxious, they're agitated, they have a lot, like me, I have a lot of things on my mind. So I literally cannot go to sleep, right? Probably you're overstimulated from, scrolling social media too much, watching videos like this, probably. So you're not, you just can't go to sleep. So what does that do? If your sleep is affected, right, and you can't get good amount of sleep, what happens? If you can't get deep sleep, you go into the gym and it dips into your performance. You're not as strong, right? If you don't have good sleep, it dips into your performance at work. What's going to happen then? Oh, you won't be as sharp as you would, usually if you had good sleep, you'll be agitated. If you work in customer service, right, and you're underslept and you're pissed off, you're gonna get some bad reviews possibly, or you're gonna piss off some customers, right? So this is going to help you with your recovery in the afternoon. Okay, so what you're gonna get is you're gonna get magnesium, which is going to relax your body. Ashwagandha, goli ashwagandha, which lowers your stress. Right, a lot of the times people stress eat at night because they they literally cannot. People binge eat at night because of stress. Usually, they're stressing, like it's been a long day and they've been stressing, and then they just eat everything. Okay, ashwagandha is going to help you from not overeating. Okay, and L-theanine, which relaxes your brain, right? And then when those three when those three things are stacked together, your body actually shifts into recovery mode. Okay, so you need that. So one is performance mode and one is recovery mode, and they work simultaneously. You can only perform good when your recovery is solid. Okay? And you can only, yeah, basically that's basically what it is, okay? But also, like, we're gonna go into, our meal after supplements, okay? So this is meal timing, okay? Now you should have a meal plan of some type of, some type. If you don't have a meal plan, just hit me up in the DM, or, comment under this YouTube video. Actually, hit the link in the description of the video to book a call with me, and then we can make you a meal plan for you. But this is how your morning meal breakdown should be. You should never skip breakfast in the morning, or you will binge later. Always. Everybody that says they struggle with late night eating, I ask them, "Do you eat breakfast in the morning?" And they say, "No, I usually don't have time to eat breakfast in the morning. I'm just rushing." That's usually, I'm like, okay, that tells me why you're binge eating at night. Okay. Never skip breakfast in the morning, or you will binge eat. Have 60 minutes, have this 60 minutes before work. Okay. So the breakdown is this. The purpose of, your morning meal is to stabilize your blood sugar, improve your focus, prevent hunger later. And then you want to have this type of structure. Okay. You want high protein, moderate fats, low carbs. Example, eggs and egg whites, turkey bacon, avocado, and Greek yogurt. That's a perfect meal to have in the morning. It doesn't take long to make. It's very high in protein, and it's very light, right? So I know that when you have something too heavy, what ends up happening? You have something too heavy, you're tired. You're basically your blood sugar spikes, and you're tired. You don't really want to work. You might be sleepy. We don't want that in the morning, okay? So for lunch, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do no carb heavy meal during lunch, or your glucose will rise and you will get sluggish and lose energy throughout the day. So if you ever went out to, during lunchtime, you probably went out to like maybe Chick-fil-A or Panda Express or Chipotle or Tropical Smoothie or any fast food place, right? And then after you ate that meal, right, at lunch, you're sluggish, right? You're ready to go home and take a nap, right? That's because you ate a carb heavy meal, right? During lunch, you don't want to be too carb heavy, okay? So 4 to 5 hours after breakfast, right? That's usually when you want to have your lunch. It's 4 to 5 hours after breakfast. Um, the purpose of it is to keep your energy stable. Like you don't want to crash because you're not eating anything, right? And you also don't want to have too much food during lunch where, you are getting sluggish and then you just pass out and go to sleep, okay? You want to keep your energy stable, prevent afternoon crash. You want a macro, this is going to be your macro structure. You want high protein, moderate carbs, low fats. Example, chicken, rice or potatoes, vegetables, key rule, no massive carb load here. Okay, too many carbs midday. Look, I'm telling you, glucose, I can't even say it. Glucose is going to spike. You're going to crash, and you're going to have brain fog, and then you're going to be fucked. Okay. You don't want that. So anyway, for your pre-workout meal. Okay. Now this is for people that, work out in the afternoon. Now, if you work out in the morning, you're gonna have to make your pre-workout meal your breakfast. But let's just say that you work out in the afternoon, just for the sake of this video. You want to focus on eating at least 25 grams of protein before you lift, and have a complex carb before lifting to help you with energy. No fasting. That will reduce performance. This is the thing. A lot of you guys are losing weight, right? You guys are losing weight, which is cool, but you're losing your strength and not getting definition. Why? Because you're fasting during the workout because you want to lose more fat. That's destroying your performance. That's why you can't lift heavier. That's why you get gassed on the second or third rep or second or third set, because you haven't nourished your body correctly. When you work out, your body needs fuel. You cannot go in there fasted. Now, if you're going in there just doing cardio, that's different. But if you're lifting weights, right, and doing cardio, you need to fuel up. All right. So you need to do it the right way. Eat 60 minutes before your workout and do that. Okay. Post-workout meal, catch the anabolic window, have protein 2 to 3 hours after your workout. After every workout, you want to have protein. You want to have protein between that 2 to 3 hour window. Okay. The most effective structure is this: protein before training plus protein after training. Example, pre-workout, 30 to 40 grams of protein, post-workout, 30 to 40 grams of protein. This ensures amino acids are available during recovery. Okay. That's the most effective way. Okay. Protein before training and protein after training, if you don't want to be super sore. A lot of the times people get super, super, super sore after their workouts because they're not they're not getting enough protein. I talk to a lot of people, and people be like, "Yeah, I eat healthy," and I'm like, "Okay, well, tell me what you eat." And then they tell me, and I'm like, "Bro, you're eating like 50 grams of protein a day. That's not healthy, and that's the reason why you're always tired, and that's the reason why you're always sore." And they're like, "Oh." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're super carb heavy, okay? And you want to have, your supplement, you want to have the evening supplements after your post-workout meal if you train in the afternoon, okay? So after you get done working out, you want to have your post-workout meal, then you want to have the supplements that we discussed, okay?
And then always have the supplements after your first meal. Okay, you always want to have supplements after your first meal. I mean, after your meal. Okay, so all the supplements that I just recommend to you guys, eat first and then have the supplements. Don't take the supplements on an empty stomach. Just don't do that. Okay. Now, this is something that I want you guys to see and remember, okay? Always remember food is fuel to help you achieve your goals. You are the car, the food and supplements are the gasoline and oil that keeps you moving towards your goals. A lot of you guys are just burning out when it comes to reaching your goals, right? Not because you're not motivated or anything like that, it's because you're just not fueling up correctly, right? If I gave you half a gallon of gas and told you to go to California from Michigan, you would be like, bro, that's crazy. I would never make it, right? But if I gave you a full tank of gas, you'd be like, okay, I can probably do this, right? Of course, you would still need to fill up again, but you get the point, right? So that's what you need to do. You need to fill up, okay? Now, um, here's something that I want to tell you guys about too. Focus on eating high carb meals and high protein meals towards the times you are about to work out because that's when your body will need the fuel the most. Never skip breakfast, but do not make breakfast or lunch meals but do not make breakfast or lunch break meals heavy because it will make you sluggish. Focus on higher protein meals during lunch or during whatever. Any meal you want to make that your focus, right? This diagram is mostly for those who train in the afternoon, but if you train out in the morning, look here, okay? This is for people that train in the morning, okay? If you have have your pre-workout meal 60 minutes before you work out, okay? You just make that your breakfast. And then have a post-workout meal 2 to 3 hours after your workout, okay? The post-workout meal will act as your lunch and then eat carb-heavy meals for dinner after work, okay? You can have carb-heavy meals after work because at that point you don't need any energy. It's the end of your day, right? You just have to know the right timing of your meals and everything. If you have the right timing, you're good, right? So make sure that you guys follow this exact protocol. Get these supplements right today, and I promise you, you'll start feeling better. You'll look better, and you'll perform better. Start timing your meals exactly like this, right? If you have a busy schedule, because then you're going to start noticing two things. First, your energy is through the roof. You'll start noticing that first. Then you're going to notice that you can press a lot better in the gym, and you're going to be able to hit your PRs. You're going to be noticing that you're not as tired in the gym, and you're going to notice that you're just not tired in life in general. You're going to notice that life is just a lot better. Like you're gonna notice that you're looking better, but not only looking better, but feeling better. There was a moment in time where, and I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, I was fasting or because I didn't understand macros or anything like that. I would fast and cut my carbs. Well, I would fast and cut my food just to drop fat and have abs. And it worked. It worked. It 100% worked. But I remember like clearly when I did that, I was so tired. I was squatting, right? And we just did 135. I said, bro, I cannot go any higher than this. I'm pretty much done. 135 for 10 reps. First set, I said, bro, I don't think I can get through this workout. And I didn't get through it. I said I was done because I had so low fuel, right? I couldn't work out. That's the downside of fasting. The downside of fasting is you can't work out. I've never met people that wanted to lose weight who fast for 16 hours, 18 hours a day, and were able to have enough energy to go to the gym. But and that's a detriment to them because the gym is where you build that definition. The gym is where you build the shape that you want. If you're fasting and just dropping fat, but you don't have the right shape under the fat, you're just gonna look terrible, right? And that's why a lot of people drop a lot of fat, but they don't look good under their clothes. That's the exact reason why. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, steal all this right here, apply it, to your own routine. If you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments. Let's keep on killing it.